Hello and welcome to a Game Pit podcast pit stop for Azul, designed by Michael Keesing and Plan P Games. In Azul, players are competitively attempting to be the best tiler for the king by making patterns on their board of tiles which are being offered in the middle. At the beginning of each turn, 4 tiles are laid out on each of these discs. The number of discs is player number dependent, and on a player's turn they're going to choose one area and draft all the discs of one colour from there. In this case we'll take those. Any discs that are remaining in that area, once you have done this, will get pushed into the centre, and after the first time that happens in a turn, that centre becomes a place which is available to take tiles from. The first person to take tiles from the centre on a turn will also have to take the start player marker, which will make them first player next turn, but be worth minus points according to how many tiles get dropped during their turn of the game. Now, there are rules as to where you can place tiles when you draft them. If you draft tiles of a colour that is already present on your board, which may happen from having tiles left over from a previous round, the tiles must be added to that row and the rest must be put down into this broken tiles area. If you draft tiles that cannot go anywhere. Now the rules for that are, as said, if there's already a row of that colour, you must go there. But if there's a tile been placed off the colour that you've drafted, you cannot go on there again. So these will have to go down to the broken tiles area. That's where they go. Once all the tiles have been drafted, you're going to check every player's board and see which rows have been completed, and then move the right handmost tile across and score it. When you move a tile across, if it's by itself, it just scores 1 point. If it is in more than one line, adjacency here, you're going to score the number of points equal to however many are there. So in this case, this is going to score 2 points for being in a row of 2. It gets a bit more complicated than that when it is in both columns and rows. In this case, this tile is going to score 1, 2 for the row and 1, 2, 3, 4 for the column for 6 points in total. This tile is going to score a whopping 10 points for the row and the column. The game finishes when any player has completed one horizontal row, and you're then going to score some bonus points of 2 points per completed row, 7 points per completed column, and 10 points for having all 5 tiles of a colour on your board. And that's how you play Azul. This has been a Game Pit podcast pit stop. For more videos like this, subscribe to the Game Pit YouTube channel. For more in-depth coverage of gaming, please head to the Game Pit podcast.